right, congratulations. You want to start an LLC in Wisconsin. I'll walk you through all the steps on exactly how you're supposed to do that. I do need to make a little disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not actually going to file for an LLC in Wisconsin, but I will walk you through the steps of what you will need to do and answer the questions that most people have when they are establishing their LLC. So the first thing that you need to know is about your business name. And there's a few things that you need to take into consideration. The first is there's certain words that you cannot have in your business name as an LLC. You can't have bank, trust, nonprofit. So keep those words out of your business name. The other thing is you need to remember that your business name is going to include LLC. So if it's John's Lawn Services, it's going to be John's Lawn Services LLC. So you're always going to have your LLC attached to your business name. The other thing too is make sure that your business name that you want to use is available in your state. So go to the Secretary of State for Wisconsin and double check that your name is available. And then another thing too is really important. Make sure that your name, your business name, is available for a website. What you don't want to do is go through this whole process of filing an LLC, paying the fees to do that, only to realize you can't use your business name for a website. So double check on all of that, get all of that stuff taken care of before you get to this part. But now that we're here, we will get started. So the first thing you're going to do is need to create a profile with Wisconsin. And if you click on the link below, it'll bring you here and you'll just click on create a profile. And then once you've done that, you will go to start your business. And so for this section, this is why I won't be filing anything. And I don't in any state because I do not want to commit fraud. This is again for educational purposes. All right. So there's a few things that you can check. The first one is I have not already filled or filed the appropriate articles. So that is correct. I have not already created a tax registration. That is correct. My business type is one of the following, and we have LLC right here, limited liability company. That is correct. I am not trying to organize an LLC as a student entrepreneur. Correct. My business is not a bank. Correct. My business is not an insurance company. Correct. My business is not already registered in a state or jurisdiction other than Wisconsin. That is correct. First thing we're going to do is select entity type, limited liability company. That's what that is. You're going to hit continue. And then you're going to have the name of your domestic limited liability company. Put whatever that name is and remember to include LLC on there as well. All right. This section threw me off the first time I saw it, the registered agent. I thought it was some sort of professional that went to college, got a degree, became a professional registered agent, and I had to go find someone that could do that. When in fact, the registered agent is going to be you. So the state of Wisconsin wants to know where they're going to be sending any legal documents, anything that has to do with your business. They want to know who's responsible for receiving those and where they're sending them to. You are going to put your information in here. So fill all of this out and then we'll go to the next page. All right, now for this section, just asking you where the principal office is going to be. So where is the business going to be located? Now, most people just do an LLC from their home, and you can do that. If you already have an office or like a warehouse already set up, you can use that address as well. So fill this section out and then we'll go to the next section. This next section is asking for who the organizer is. So you're going to put your name here because you are the one organizing this LLC. So fill all this information out and then we'll go to the next stage. All right, now for this section, it's asking if you want to add anything to this filing, if you want to put any other documents. I never do, so I don't put anything here. So I'm just going to go to next. All right, now the drafter, that's going to be you. You'll put that in there. You are not going to select this. And then the delayed effective date, I don't do that either. I just have the effective date is when you file it. So fill this out and then we'll get to the next part. And this is the section where I do not continue. You are just going to click here and say, this is essentially saying all the information that you've put in has been true and correct. You'll click on your name, click next. It's going to take you to a contact page. That's just going to be your information again. Now this next section, the summary, that's a very important section. You want to make sure that everything you have in there is correct. The last thing you want to do is submit this and then realize you wanted to change something after. Because once you submit it, if you want to change something, it's going to cost, there's a change fee involved with that, and it's going to cost $25, $50. It depends on the state, but save yourself that money by just double checking everything. Once you've done that and hit, yep, everything looks correct, it'll take you to the payment page. You will enter in your credit card information, pay the filing fee. It will then be submitted to the state. And depending on the state, it can take 3 to 7 business days for them to process that and file it. But once it's been filed, you will receive an email letting you know that it's been filed, and then you will have your articles of incorporation. And then the articles of incorporation are really important because you need to have that done before you can get your EIN. That is your employer identification number. That is your social security number for your company. And you can't do almost anything unless you have your EIN. You need your EIN to get a business bank account, to hire employees, to pay your taxes, to get insurance on your company. You have to get your EIN. Now, there are some companies out there that will charge you $100, $200 to file your EIN for you, which is absolutely insane. First of all, it's free. There's no filing fee with setting up an EIN. And it's also really easy. It takes like a minute or two to set that up. So click on the link below and it'll take you to our page that has a video with step-by-step instructions on how to set up your EIN. We also have a business starter pack that has all the documents you'll need in your first year of business. It has an operating agreement that is completely customizable, and you'll need the operating agreement along with your EIN to open up a business bank account. We also provide non-compete agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements, documents that you don't even realize you need right now, but you definitely will. There are over 30 business documents that I've curated over the past 15 years of running multiple successful companies. I honestly wish I would have had this starter pack with my first LLC. It would have saved me months of time and headache, not to mention probably thousands of dollars. The nice thing about this is just a one-time purchase, and you have all of these customizable documents for life. Other companies make you pay an annual fee if you want to access those documents. We also have a community of entrepreneurs that can answer all of your questions while establishing and growing your business. Questions like, how do I hire an employee? How do I fire an employee? What paperwork do I need the employee to fill out when I first hire them? How do I protect my company from legal liabilities? How do I deal with angry customers? How do I deal with angry employees? What do I do if I get a bad review? How do I get to the top of Google search results for my company? How do I create a website? What is the most effective way to advertise through social media? How do I file my business taxes? We have the answers for all of these questions and many more. Go check out the Business Starter Pack. It will be one of the best decisions that you make as a new business owner. Listen, save yourself from all the mistakes that I made when I started my first LLC and click on the link, get the starter pack, and let's get your business growing.